Hometownville 911.
Me like to call report fire.
Okay, ma'am, be calm. Is the fire in a bad place?
It's out near fjord.
Where near the fjord?
It's... Oh God, it's getting bigger!
Ma'am, I need you to stay calm.
What? What? Oh, Oh, God.
Sir.
Damn, yeah, what?
Sir.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit.
Sir.
Oh, me so sorry. Me not usually out this time of night. Me just got off work. That's just the sun. So sorry. Oh, damn, sorry.
Oh, you're wasting my time, then.
Me wasted time. Me a idiot. No fire, just sun rising.
Damn it, Cop. Sir.
Never mind, okay? Really embarrassed.
Thank you for being a complete idiot, Cop. And thank you for calling Hometownville 911.
What are good manners when you're driving?
Maybe we can find someone to run over.
Obeying all the traffic laws. You can wait for someone to get across the street, even if you do have the right-of-way.
There's that stupid Gadzooks.
Perhaps the less said about this kind of manners, the better.
Gadzook almost get hit by a Tabasco sled.
Hometownville!
It's a wonderful world in Watch out for the Tabasco sled. Watch out for the Tabasco sled. Watch out for the Tabasco sled. In
Hometownville!
And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, because there are no ladies present. That's why I only eat certain parts of the buffalo. I have abstained from buffalo wings. Have abstained from buffalo wings. One reason why is because it tastes too much like poultry. And it's too hot. Too much Tabasco, too much cocaine. Speaking of which, it has come to my attention that the Tabasco sled driver is still making a menace of himself. Now, Hometownville has gone on and on now, and we've talked for, believe it or not, 12 weeks, I believe, about the Tabasco sled and the menacing aspects of the Tabasco sled and the bully aspects of the Tabasco sled. Somebody's got to kill the Tabasco sled guy, right? Somebody's got to get rid of him. So that's left to me, as it always is. You guys always leave everything up to me. Larry. By the way, Larry, I saw you naked again the other day. Could you please wear clothes when you're outside? I don't know what you're doing out there. I'm going to go ahead and end this early today because I'm going to go hunting early in the morning. The refrigerator's really dry and need to go hunting. So, we'll see you guys throughout the week and whatnot, but that's it for now.
Hey, Nanook! I say something? Hello, everybody. Croc selling his lawnmower. Don't need it. No grass. One time, a few years ago, I spilled some paint on top of it in the garage. It's all covered with white paint, but it still works. I haven't been able to get it started for a few years, but it's only because of cold weather. We'll sell our trade for a bucket of fish. Also, Croc selling popcorn for nephew. He and Ice Scouts. Popcorn costs $25 per bag, but it goes to a good cause. The children learn how to build igloos and tell fart jokes. He earned merit badge for making candles and eliminate fart smell and tail. I didn't have room for the mower in my place, so he's out there by the door. I left it. Anybody who wants it, go get it. Maybe you can bring me some fish. Does anyone else remember when calendars all had peel and stick days? So anytime you got to a day, you could peel off and stick on somewhere?
So, I'm gonna go steel hunting in the morning. You wanna go with me?
Oh, yeah, now look, we need to replenish freezer with fresh meat. All we have in there now is Totino pizza.
Yeah, boy, you like that pizza?
No, me love pizza.
I'll come by and get you about 7:30 in the morning, okay?
Hey, what's shaking?
Me and Nanook plan to go hunt seal in the morning. You wish to come?
Okay. I got nothing to eat but polar bear soup, and I'm sick of it. You know why? I ain't got no crackers. Inky ate them all. She got herself a new jar of peanut butter and ate all them crackers. So, what time we gonna go hunting, guys? Hey, hold on. Cell phone. This is Croc. 9, hello. It's 9. What's up? Oh? Finally went to court, huh? 20 years? Damn. Okay, Nan. I'll catch up with you later.
Nan's father finally went to court?
Yeah, the judge, he harvested his cornfield. Gave 9 20 years.
Corn. That's corn, all right.
Hey, guys, I gotta run. I'll see you in the morning. 7:30, Croc.
Okay.
Oh, can I talk to you a second?
Here by myself, all alone again. You know, guys, I gotta tell you, it's not that I hate polar bear soup. No, I'm not particularly fond of it, but food is food. And some food is better than no food. Food is good, you know what I mean? So, being in Alaska, we gotta be thankful for whatever we can get. So even if I had, a shitload of crackers, you know what I love? Crackers. Scroll the polar bear soup. I'll tell you, it's always got hair in it. Why can you not make the polar bear soup without the hair in it? Maybe it's the answer. It's always got tapeworms in it. And then you boil out a big thing, and you find it in your pot, and you wind it around your spoon or your fork, and you just keep winding. It's like not al dente, not very pleasing to the palate neither. Yeah, there's few things more disgusting than hairy polar bear soup. But crackers are something a man can chew on. And crackers, and I can enjoy crackers tomorrow. So, you wind up that big tapeworm, you get a big old piece, you put it in a pot. About an hour or so later, when you know it's all good and tender, you fork it up. So anyway, you fork this mess out onto your plate, and you go to town, and you realize this bastard was full of tapeworms. Damn tapeworms everywhere. Tapeworms, get out of my mouth. I hate tapeworms. Oh, these tapeworms are making me feel not so well. Are you understanding me? Am I talking to you clearly? I don't feel so good. I think I'm very sick. I think Croc is very sick. This is going to require me taking off all my clothes, standing on the toilet, or sitting more likely, but maybe having the hairdryer pointed at my face on cool air, and I just wanted to get all of it on me. In fact, if one of you were here, I'd probably ask you just to kind of stick your hand in around the corner and point the hairdryer on the cool air over me. Then I'm going to kind of lean into the tub next to it, and I'm just letting the spittle drip off my lip. I can't hold it in. I must get all of this liquid out of my body. From every orifice, it's all got to go. Keep the fine on me, man. It's imperative. You and I are going to make it through this thing. Oh, I'm not very well. Not really. I'm not very well at all. Oh, if only folks knew. Tinfoil on the windows, you know what I mean? But those bastards, they don't know. Brock got a bunch of chips, freaking Ahoy cookies, right up here. And I'm not going to eat polar bear soup at all when I get home. Sure, now I'll have it ready for me, hair and everything hot. But I tell her, I say, I had some olives and cheese down at the igloo with Anoki and the boys. You know how he's always serving cheese and olives. No, I won't. I'll wait till she goes to bed. He has my copy of Omni magazine. I'll let those chips Ahoy cookies, and I'll eat them all. Maybe have some hot chocolate with it, you know? Yeah, maybe.
Huh? You still here, Brock? That Vietnamese guy wanted us to leave. He want to vacuum.
I mean, you not getting my cookies.
All right, enough. I'm getting tired of this.
Well, hey there, and you are...
I'm 44.
Okay. And you're from...
Hometownville.
You're from Hometownville? You mean you're from this Hometownville?
Of course. I graduated high school like 25 years after you did.
Really?
Me granddad, he's a fisherman here. I lived with him until just a couple of years ago.
And your grandfather is...
Fen Jew.
Well, hell, I didn't know that. And I guess you're a fisherman too?
I've been fishing before.
And so, you're a fisherman. That's what you do for a living?
No.
Well, how do you make your keep?
Well, I play bass, you know, for the band.
Oh, you mean with Og and,
Eskimo 13.154988, blah, 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 blah.
You play bass or you play bass?
Oh, yeah. Why you gotta be so...
Nah, I wasn't trying to pry or anything.
My uncle's in town, too. His name's Dennis.
I don't know any Dennis. I don't know anybody named Dennis.
He's from back east. He can get rid of that Tabasco slider for you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure he can.
Bloody hell. He certainly can, man.
Okay, sure.
I'll tell him to meet you out back of this place tomorrow evening, about 9. Can you make that?
Man, it's cold this morning.
That wind, man, it bites. Like Sarah Shim did to my ears and neck in the 9th grade. You know, she wore an army jacket just like that Daphne girl did in that Freaks and Geeks show. You know, the real hot one?
Nanook, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't watch much TV, do you, Nanook?
No, not since I started producing and writing this show, no.
You need to chill. I brought you this 8-ball. Why don't you go shake it?
I don't even know what that means. I really don't know. I really don't understand it. I know it's drug related, though.
You're kind of a dumbass.
Oh, look, quiet now. There's a seal in the water.
Croc, you got the most accurate arm. Throw the harpoon and see if you can hit him.
Oh, crap. I had to pawn my harpoon like 2 days ago. I found out Nan's battery was dead. Well, then he found out it was the alternator. But that wasn't the whole story. It was connected to the engine through the vacuum system.
Well, here then, use mine.
I see you got the fancy sports tape all over this harpoon. You think you in the major leagues or something? Isn't this some high school shit?
You better hurry. The seal is gone, baby.
Is he dead? I mean, is B.B. King dead?
Yeah, hell if I know.
Yeah, B.B. King dead. Oh, look, there's another seal.
Where?
Or the same seal.
Where?
Over there.
Where?
I see it. To the left.
Throw the damn thing.
Ugh.
Got him!
This fellow's heavy. It's like pulling on Nanook.
Damn. Guys, me hate to do this, but me gotta go.
What the heck? Are you okay, man?
Hey, come on, help me with Tubby over here.
Yeah, be fine.
So what was all that about with Tuck?
Who knows? He's got his own problems.
Wow, that's a nice seal, man. High five. Hold us out.
Hey, here comes Tuck. Hey, Tuck!
So, should we ask where you went?
So you had to take a private potty break?
Well, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me out.
You won't believe me. Me had a fish in my butt crack.
Well, we know you keep fish up your ass. What the hell are you talking about? Where the hell did you go?
See? Me knew you wouldn't believe me. And if he told you how and why it got there, you wouldn't believe that either.
So wait, you had the fish up in your butt?
Butt crack?
Well, we have to explain now. You see, earlier when we got the canoe off the boat holder on dock, me had bent over to pick up harpoon. Someone left several tiny halibut on top of boat. Remember that bucket? And remember me yelling? Oh, sure you do.
I certainly don't, but I was busy.
Well, one of the fish went down my pants and in my crack.
There's a crack in your story.
Anyway, it was still alive and was driving me crazy. Me had to go to woods and pull my pants down, get rid of it.
Oh, it sounds fishy. Kind of stinky. Oh, Tuck, you're such an idiot. Oh, Tuck, you're too much, man.
This is not funny.
Well, I'm not like a professional Canadian. My name isn't Steve Martin or Dom DeLuise or John Candy for that matter. I'm just amateur.
You guys are nuts, man.
Shall we divide up this seal?
Well, I was hoping to get some of the blood and maybe the cheeks. The facial cheeks, that is. Tubbs, he can have the butt cheeks.
What me like to have is hind flippers. My uncle restores pinball machines.
Here, no, you can have the nose piece.
The nose, huh? Delicious. Pardon me. I hear you are the man to see.
Depends. What do you need done?
Yeah, well, I need somebody to, eliminate the life of the Tabasco sled driver.
That won't be easy. And that will cost a hell of a lot of clams.
I was afraid of that.
At least 10,000 clams.
I was afraid
and not
of that.
all at once. Because if you gave them to me all at once, they'd just go bad. Most are bad anyway. You ever noticed? Besides, I don't really even like clams. How about you guys build me a store instead? I'll move here and rent movies to you people and get rich and fat.
Sounds like a plan. We can do that.
Meet me here in 1 week. I will have a plan to get rid of that Tabasco guy.
Okay. I'll be here.
The airplane has brought the outside world to the Arctic. And the white men who have come are doing much to change the way Luke and his people have always lived.
So, men, I thought today we would talk about earthquakes. I know you have these here often. Luckily, from what I have seen and heard, you haven't had a large, damaging quake here for many years. You know, many moons. Yes, an earthquake is serious business. Things can fall on you and severely injure you, your friends, your loved ones, or people you simply cannot stand to be around, like that dear sister Maxine, who fell to her death in the late 1800s, or they tell me, in Italy. She used to be my teacher in the 7th grade at Our Lady of Plagiarism Junior High School in Liverpool. Ah, yes, the old school. A large box of books fell from the 2nd story and squashed that ill-tempered witch with the force of 3 horses, so I would presume, and she gasped for life, they tell me, until she finally gave up her snide ghost. You know what I remember about her? The way she criticized my freehand art. I always used perspective and horizon lines and all of that hunky-dory shit she passed on to me. I cared about my art, even though it wasn't very good. Look, Ben, I know my art was rotten. Who gives a holy shit about a bunch of stinking grapes and bananas sitting in a bowl, sunlight dancing off of it as if there were no tomorrow? Certainly I didn't. But what I did care about was doing a good job in her art class, and I enjoyed the art more than some of the other classes we were forced to take. And that one day I ate one of the bananas in the bowl. Have I expressed to you I was hungry as hell that day? See, I forgot my lunch. Mother used to pack me some cheese and some crackers, and sometimes she would even include a cookie, you know, a nice biscuit. But this one particular day, I was in a hurry and forgot my lunch. So I sneaked one of those bananas and ate the thing. Oh, and yes, she caught me. She beat my knuckles with a rolled-up Big Chief writing tablet until my hand almost bled. The other kids looked on in horror as my right hand was beaten to its near-crippled finish. Look at it. Look at my hand, men. Do you see the hand I hold up here? It looks like a crumpled piece of paper with lines on there big enough to choke Billy Patterson. And that's about what good it does me at times. Yes. So, earthquakes. So good riddance, you poor crunching heathen ass nun!
Very podcasts.
You know, sometimes here in Alaska, I look at all the destruction going on that we're causing these animals, and I'm thinking, you know, it's not right probably to kill all these animals, or being so brutal with the seals and beating them and clubbing them, and the terns and the ptarmigans and the moose and elk and the caribou. And then I think, you know, what's for supper tonight? I'm starving. I remember one morning my wife asked me to go to the store to get some milk because we were out of milk for cereal. My daughter needed some cereal, and I said, so I got out into the car and I tried to start it up, and it wouldn't start. And it was a real cold morning, so I thought, well, it's just, you know, just the cold weather or whatever. And then I started looking at the car, and things just didn't seem right. And I got out of the car, and I realized it wasn't a car at all, but I was in a big old cardboard box like that a refrigerator came in, because cars haven't even been invented yet. So what was I thinking? You know, one day I pulled a real good trick on Tup. I saw him outside, and I had an idea, and I went inside the house and got some pork and beans and opened them up. And I went outside and poured the can on the snow and the ice and let it freeze. I went out there and talked to Tup I went back over to where I had emptied the can, and I picked up this sheet of pork and beans, and I took it over to Tup and said, look, man, I made you some peanut brittle. And he was like, oh, wow, that's nice of you. He never told me what happened after that. I remember one time I got a new job, and when I went into work and I clocked in, the first thing I did was, without asking, is I took out the trash, and all the employees were looking at me like I was crazy. And I took out the trash, and I come back, and they were all still staring at me. It was really kind of weird, and I put the new trash bag in there, and looked around for other things to be done, and one of the employees that was standing there said, oh, you're one of these employees that likes to work, huh? And I was like, yeah. You know those cars that drive by themselves? I was curious, maybe if you were going to a funeral and you were in one of those cars, if the car would know to turn its lights on during the funeral procession. I thought of something real strange the other day. You know, what if you were like going to a psychologist and you kind of got addicted to going to the psychologist? Like that was something you really needed to do. Like, I gotta go see the psychologist. How in the world is he gonna treat you? Is he gonna tell you to not come see me anymore? And if so, how does that help you? Tell me, answer that one for me. You ever wonder, like at the U.S. Mint, if they make phrases in there? Because, you know, like coin a phrase. You ever think about that? You ever wonder what would happen if, like, Prince William and Kate had Siamese twins? Which one would have the right to the throne? You know, because they're Siamese twins. I mean, you can't put them both on the same throne because the throne's not big enough, right? You know what I'm saying? I was wondering, you know, Miss Cleo, the psychic lady, if she ever had like a surprise birthday party that was ever thrown in her honor. You kind of wonder about that. On the space station, what time is it? What time do they go by? I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, what time is it in the space station? I'm serious. You know that TV show, The Fugitive, about the one-armed man? If they ever caught the guy, how was they ever going to handcuff him?
Hey, aren't you June, the nurse that works in Karamidis' office?
Why, yes, I am. Mr. Fenju, is it?
Yes, Fenju.
Are you feeling better after your hemorrhoid surgery?
Oh.
Well, I'm here to buy some batteries. The prices here are outrageous.
I came to buy Tabasco, making me some seal steaks and bird eggs for breakfast tomorrow.
That sounds pretty good. I live with my little 33-year-old son. His name is Nocturnus. You know him?
No, I'm
going to buy him grass for breakfast. He never gets enough. I always tell him that he eats like a horse. Hence the wild grass for breakfast. Say, you're not married, are you, Mr. Fenju?
I ran into Tup earlier. You know, that big guy?
Oh, sure. I know Tup. Matter of fact, we used to be neighbors.
He just left right before you came in here. He was telling me he had a fish in his pants earlier.
Well, you know, that's a coincidence because I had one in my pants earlier as well. Here you are, son.
I'm not your son. I'm nobody's son.
Jeez, with the store help these days.
Adios, amigos.
See you, June.
Dead on dead. Will this Tabasco be all?
Yes, I suppose. Wait. Do you sell Yoo-Hoo?
Yeah, but only the beluga flavor. The store owner is a Mormon, and he don't go for that chocolate stuff. Or that other flavor. Oh yeah, sooty grouse. It's back there.
Gotcha.
I'm dead, I'm dead.
Hey, little girl, come here. I want to ask you something. First, you want any candy or anything? You look pretty smart, no? So, I had this friend Zopher Shankstein. He had this crystal in his head. It contained a world where all the people were made of folded paper. I was in a pool. I was floating. Do you like to swim? Yes, me too. I moved to a deeper level of consciousness. Not here in Hometownville, somewhere else. So his family were robots, but they were disguised to look very human. He knew most of the people, like at the mall, you know, like down there where they have the malls and the big stores. He knew the people were all actors. He could stare at them and visibly age them as if fast-forwarding reality. You could see it on their faces. They tried to cut the crystal out of his head, psychically, while he was asleep. Zopher, he had this crystal in his head. Do you understand what I'm saying? Good. Okay, don't be a dumbass. When he was like sleeping or on the toilet or in the bathtub, he could see like these momentary insights into their desires and their disguises. He could see through the illusion. It was during one of these insights, you know, where it came to him that he himself had a crystal in his head. Where he realized all of them have crystals in their head. And maybe they could work with the crystal in his head. Decided that he's going to collect the crystals. One night he saw a commercial for Cialis, and it confirmed all of his fears. Do you know what Cialis is? It's a bathtub medication. Yes. See, he's going to collect all the crystals, and then he's going to hike to Alabama, and he's going to go to Moundville Archaeological Park in Moundville, Alabama. Because the Indians, they safely collected tens of thousands of these crystals. It was around the year 1350. They took them from their enemies, you know. They have a type of magic and understanding of supersymmetry could keep the crystals contained. It's not unlike here with our friends with the big circle making the goats run around. They probably have crystals too. He was watching the Jeopardy every day. He could see clues and information would be delivered to him through Jeopardy that would aid his quest. Sometimes, even on reruns, they would be inserted in real time. Sam Deutsch was a contestant, informed him that there were crystals emitting a type of radiation that made X-rays and scanners not able to see the crystal. He was just about to take the head off all of his family members when he sees this infomercial. It's for Crystallize. These Crystallize cream, it reduces fine lines and wrinkles, but it also rids the body of toxins. Thankfully, he was able to buy some of this, and just a few weeks ago, he put it into all the family shampoo, and within a week, the crystals had started to diminish. He still has the machete that he purchased at the Army-Navy store, but his hope is, with continued use of Crystallize, maybe that action will not be needed after all. Do you understand? Well, hey, by the way, I'm selling cookies for top. Would you like to buy some? It's not a pyramid scheme. Ladies, Tabasco Sled!
Hi, I'm Officer Pascalic. Every year, 0.325 people are killed on the streets of Hometownville because somebody's driving their sled way too fast and not looking where they're going. Please pay attention to what you're doing, and if you're walking out there on the streets, please look out for crazy drivers. The crazy drivers are everywhere. So pay attention to what you're doing. And slaughter.
Malamutes. This has been brought to you by the Hometownville Police Department.
Perhaps the less said about this kind of manners, the better.
Danzuk almost get hit by a Tabasco sled.
Hometownville!
It's a wonderful world in Watch out for the crabs to swim. Watch out for the crabs to swim. Watch out for the crabs to swim. In Hometownville.
Hometownville!